Forza Motorsport's new update is officially here, and it's the best update we've ever had. There are 14 new cars in this month's update. Correction, there might actually be 15. We'll talk about that in a second. There is a new circuit in this game. Drifting is now in Forza Motorsport. There's been a bunch of updates to practice and qualifying, and a ton of other really cool things. And in today's video, we're gonna check out everything you need to know. As per usual, I have the entire list of patch notes. It's a really long list of patch notes. It is officially Ford month in Forza Motorsport, where they added a an imperial ton of Ford Mustangs into the game. The number 130, that's James Dean's car. We've got Chelsea Denofa's car and Von Gittin Jr.'s car. Forza Motorsport haters will just say all of these cars are copy-pasted. Yeah, but also no. Von Gittin Jr.'s and Chelsea Denofa's are exactly the same Mustang. James Dean's Mustang, though, is a right-hand drive Mustang, and it's actually the first right-hand drive Mustang I believe we've ever had in any Forza game, which is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know what? Let's drive this one then. Since we've got this new car, we're gonna go and take it onto the brand new circuit. Sunset Peninsula is officially back, and I'm very excited to try it out. If you've never heard of Sunset Peninsula before and you're wondering why it's so special, essentially this track was Daytona before Forza had the license to use Daytona. Instead of spending all the money to license Daytona, they essentially just made a fictional Daytona, a tri-oval circuit to emulate Daytona, and that is what Sunset Peninsula was. If you fast forward and leave the OG Forza Motorsports behind, if you fast forward to Forza Motorsport 5, they ditched Sunset Peninsula because they got the license for Daytona, and they didn't need to use Sunset Peninsula anymore. Ever since it was a track back in the OG game, people have been kind of wanting it back. Not necessarily because we need this circuit back, but because the vibes were immaculate. Let me change layouts because that's the tri-oval version. It was great, lovely. The best part about Sunset Peninsula was the 10 out of 10 infield. Again, kind of reminiscent of like an infield Daytona. Drifters loved Sunset Peninsula because the first couple of corners, like on this infield layout, you could chain up incredibly well. I haven't driven this layout in probably more than 10 years or so, so I do apologize. People would come into here, rip the handbrake. Oh, I haven't played this in a... I do apologize for the shocking drift lines. Forza Motorsport physics, as it turns out, are quite different to Forza Horizon physics. But the first couple of corners, you could chain up beautifully, and there would be like all of these clipping points that you would have to hit. I can't remember exactly what they are. It's been like 10 years or so since I ran this drift line. Here's the other thing. So this version of Sunset Peninsula has been built from the ground up. None of this stuff was in like the original game. The only thing that was in the original game was pretty much just the layout. They took what they had, threw it all away, and rebuilt the circuit. Oh my days. Do you see that, like, steering angle? So this Mustang is very different to the ones we've got in Forza Horizon 5. The ones we've got in that game are the S550. This is the new S650 Mustang, the new generation of Mustang. It's a very cool car. I think these are based off the GTs, not the Dark Horses technically, but they're wide body, fully built. I believe they've got 1,000 horsepower. All this to say, the new Mustangs are incredible. Sunset Peninsula is fantastic. Oh yeah, look, there is actually a drag strip here. Whoa. Don't mind me just casually trying to leak a future drag update for Forza Motorsport. It exists. I wonder if they would ever open it up for us. A lot of people in chat have been calling out the sound. Let's do a quick little sound test of this car. Says sound Sounds good, sounds awesome, smash, sounds pretty great. The developers actually changed car audio in Forza Motorsport now. Audio, all platform. Updated the car audio for the following vehicles based off community feedback. They worked on the Pagani Huayra R, the C7.R, the Integra, and so on. With regards to car audio, our goal is to ensure any new cars added to Forza Motorsport are built authentically and uniquely. We're updating our authoring techniques and pipelines so we can update as many of the most egregious car audio issues as possible. Long story short, all cars added into Forza Motorsport will have new updated car audio, which will hopefully sound nice. Why don't we go do a quick little sound test on the Pagani Huayra R and see if it sounds any better? It's really cool how you could hear the thing echo off the building. I'm gonna take that as we approve of the sound. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you want a car's audio fix, I don't know, maybe put it in the comments down below and like make other people like your comment or something. So maybe the developers know that you don't like the way a car sounds. LP670. Thank you. There are many more things that we need to show today. I guess we should get into the elephant in the room. We have new drift cars and we also have a new drift mode. You can go into free play and do it solo if you want to practice, for example. So there's circuit race, timed race, and drift mode is officially back. This includes a new best drift scoring option for the highest single continuous drift score, even across multiple laps, in addition to the best lap and the total score. That's really cool, so you could actually pick which one you want. I'm going to be making a full dedicated video all about the drift mode because I like drifting and I'm usually better at it than racing. Why don't we have a quick little preview? With the new drift mode, there are also some new drift cars. The developers have finally added in the Formula Drift cars. We have 4 Formula Drift cars. These are the same cars from Forza Horizon 4 and Forza Horizon 5 and stuff like that. As the same way as it works in Forza Horizon, there is a Formula Drift brand in this game. All of the cars cost 200K for the Mustang. I only have like 100K credits to my name. The way drifting works in Forza Motorsport is the exact same way as it's worked previously. It's all based on your angle, your speed, and your line. I'm sure the hardcore boys are gonna jump into it rather quickly and figure out like what's the optimal speed and the optimal angle and all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, look, so we're doing 123 miles an hour and our speed is maxed at a true 10 out of 10. Even at 100, it seems like 100 miles an hour is 10 out of 10 speed. There we go. And angle was sitting at a 9 through corner 1 there. I wonder if the developers want you to run a racing line. I think they might. I think they want you to follow the racing line. Yeah, look, they do. They do. If you run the racing line, you get a 10 out of 10 and you get more points. Look, run the outside line. We're only getting a 1, a 3, a 4. We're going to come back to the racing line here. It's going to spike. Very interesting. Okay. And then the angle is just the angle. If you're basically going backwards, you're going to be close to a 10. That's very nice. I like that. I guess on the topic of new cars, there is another new car coming. There's all of the Ford Mustangs. There's all of the Formula Drift cars. That's 7 cars. The Dark Horse Mustang is making its way over to Forza Motorsport for Car Pass owners. That car's only going to be getting added into the game, though, on Wednesday, though, if you're looking for it. There's a whole bunch of career mode stuff as well. There's some cool prizes that you can actually get here. I wonder... Yeah, here. Look. If you complete the Mustang tour, you get the 2018 Celine S302 Black Label. Very cool Mustang. It's never been in another Forza game, so you'll love to see that. We also have this thing if you complete the Open Class tour, number 15 Boss 302 Trans Am car. And there are also all of these. And if you add all of those up, it adds up to 14 new vehicles. However, I wonder if it's in the patch notes. Hold on, there is a secret 15th vehicle. As it turns out, there was supposed to be a 15th car in this update, but I think the developers removed all mention of it from both the patch notes and like the announcement article because I can't find it anymore. You know how back in Forza Horizon 5, the developers did like a collaboration with like OP and Oreo for like special cars? They're doing another one for Forza Motorsport, except this time with Duracell, the battery company, to get a special car that's never been in a Forza game before. Somebody in chat found it. Here, look. Purchase a qualifying pack of Duracell batteries from August to December 2024 and get free Forza Motorsport in-game content. So if you buy one, you get a special driver suit. If you buy a second one, a new-to-game car. It might be an EV. I don't know. That would be kind of on brand, but I don't know. We'll see. So there might be a 15th car. We'll have to find out in the future, though. This is another lovely addition to the game that I absolutely love. Practice and qualifying has been added to private multiplayer. Prior to this update, you couldn't do qualifying with your friends. With your friends now, you can do race only and just jump into the race, random grid, RNG, whatever. Or you can do a practice and qualifying session. So you can set the length for your practice. Then it will go to a 1-minute intermission, or like however long you want the intermission to be. And then you get to choose how many qualifying laps people put in. That is very, very, very cool. There is more stuff. I told you today's update is a massive one and the best one yet. We're not even close to done just yet. Why don't we jump into some actual customization now? Can we turn it into a 2,000 horsepower Mustang? So that was one of the main things that you could do with this car back in the day. You could upgrade the old S550 one to have a ridiculous amount of horsepower. As it turns out, no, that's a little bit disappointing. Bro, there's actually so little customization for this thing. You can change the front tire width, go from 275 up to 325 if you want. You can change the rear tire size. I guess I might as well do that, sure. And you can upgrade the brakes to race brake, and you can give it extra weight. That's all you can do to this thing? Wait, do you think the Dodge Viper has any customization? Because I'm pretty sure that thing could build like 1,900 horsepower or something like that as well. This thing doesn't have any customization either. Bro, you can't even make the cars all-wheel drive. Why did the developers give us these cars and then go, no, actually, you can't even customize them? And somebody else in chat just said, Nick, I just noticed the gearing is different. Chelsea's has 4 gears. James's has 6 gears. 3,292 pounds. Wait, they even have different horsepower. Wait, James Dean's one is so much faster. Von Gittin Jr.'s one and Chelsea Denofa's one are exactly the same. But James Dean's version is way different. This car has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gears in James Dean's version. And it's got a sequential gearbox, so you can see him pushing it to shift gears there. 1, 2, 3, 4 gears in Chelsea Denofa's car. And then if you go to the interior, it's a 4-speed. Look, you can see him shifting. That's so cool. The interior is actually a little bit different too, it looks like. What amazing attention to detail their developers. Honestly, I never would have noticed that. Shout out to the comments for letting me know. One of the other new things in this game, it finally got one of the features from Forza Horizon. I think it might have been in another Forza game, actually, now that I say that. But if you're making a paint job and you go all the way over to your letters, just imagine that there are letters on this. Thank you. There is now an enter text button. For example, yes. Well done, developers. More features. Last but not least, one of the coolest things is race. Rivals. There are now drift zones in Forza Motorsport. Welcome to Drift 101, Drift 102, and Drift 103. They're essentially like ways to teach you how to drift, but they're leaderboards at the end of the day. So let's try it. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna try 103. So I've got to beat 37,000 points. That's gonna be a bit difficult using a stock BMW. And on that terrible disappointment, you can go buy a hoodie. There's a link down below, or a hat. You can go grab one. All right, have a great day.